Hello, everyone. Today we are doing Unit 8.6, Lesson 9 from Desmos. Our learning goal today is I can identify and represent the same data in bar graphs and in two-way frequency tables. So here it says, when we collect data by measuring attributes such as height, we call that numerical data. When we collect data by counting things in various categories, such as tall or short, we call that categorical data. To help organize categorical data, we can use two-way tables and bar graphs. So what we just got done doing earlier in this unit was numerical data with our scatter plots and talking about height sizes or height and shoe sizes, where this would be more of how many boys are tall, how many boys are short, how many girls are tall, how many girls are short. So it's more counting things like it says. So these are the results of a study on meditation and athlete's state of mind before a track meet. So here we have a two-way table with some information missing and a bar graph with some information missing. So notice that we have on one way of this table meditated and did not meditate. And then the other way of the table, there's calm and anxious. And then we have our total number of people in the corner. So a few ways to go about filling this out is simple addition, subtraction. So if we went with trying to figure out the total number of athletes that meditated, we would want to add how many are calm and how many are anxious, because that would tell us how many meditated total in this row. So 45 people were calm after meditating, 23 people were anxious after meditating. So 45 plus 23 gives us 68 total athletes that meditated. To double check our work, we can do 68 plus 29, and that does indeed equal 97. Then if I wanted to figure out how many athletes were calm before their track meet, we know the total amount that was calm is 53. We know that 45 of those 53 meditated. We do not know how many did not meditate. And to figure that out, we're going to take the total and subtract it by the amount that meditated. So 53 minus 45 gives us 8 athletes that did not meditate, but were still calm. Again, to check our work, we could do 8 plus 21 gives us 29. And for the total amount of people that were anxious at the meet, again, 2 different ways we can do it. We can add 23 plus 21 to get the total, or take our total number of athletes and subtract it by the amount that was calm. So whether you do 97 minus 53 or 23 plus 21, you should still get 44 athletes total that were anxious. So then let me pause this. Sorry for the little interruption. I'm recording this while at school still. So here in the bar graph, we are missing the number of athletes that did not meditate, but were still calm. So we want to look back over here, how many meditated, but were still calm? Or sorry, did not meditate, but were still calm. So I'm going to go to the did not meditate, we're still calm. We figured that out to be 8. So for our bar graph, we know it's going to be between 0 and 10, and we want it to be right next to this one as it shows our category of did not meditate here. And I'm not going to color it in. I probably should have put it on the other side so it stays on the same. My goodness.
Everybody,
Okay, hopefully that's the last interruption. So here is how we came up with that bar graph. We read the table to be did not meditate and was calm was 8 people. So I brought it up to approximately 8. That might be 9, but I approximated. I know it's going to be less than 10. So now we can use either the two-way table or the bar graph to answer these questions. So we filled in the missing values for the table. We added the bar to the bar graph. Now it asks us to add a star where 21 appears on the bar graph. What does 21 mean in this scenario? Well, if we look over here, it tells us that 21 means the number of athletes that did not meditate and were anxious. I could also come look over here and go up to 20, a little bit over 1, and both of these are a little bit over 1. So if we want to double check, we know that it was the did not meditate. So the did not meditate and was anxious. So I'm going to put a little star above that bar graph. And there were 21 athletes that did not meditate and were anxious before the meet. Okay, then it says circle 44 in the two-way table. What does 44 mean in this scenario? So I'm looking for 44 in the table. The 44 was what we filled in last over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and circle that. And if we look here at our two ways, it says the total number of anxious athletes. So there's a total of 44 anxious athletes. The total of athletes who were anxious. And that is about it for the start of this unit. I want you to go ahead and in your own notes or on the TED Ed video, wherever you are watching this, answer this summary question. What are some advantages to displaying information as a two-way table? What are some advantages of displaying the information in a bar graph? Did you find one easier? Is there one that would be better for presenting one way than the other? Go ahead, think about that question and answer it on your own. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.